only thing it did was veer off, showing fake love. I could tell it once I said it all. I just stayed cool, acted like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch up. Leo. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey. Go.
Straight ahead, ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, Riley. Hey, Alpha. Hold. Go out.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw is Taylor, and he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here we go!
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Leo! Hey, over!
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against this defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
They'll run with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Colts nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lawrence on third down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's first and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 59 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Robinson up the middle. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Head of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Leo! Hey, lock it!
Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick here is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Complete to Mo Alley Cox. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 94 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and it comes through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent. Gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you're losing in the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know.